Hello everybody, this is Mordock. This is my hangar, well, one of them. This is the Air Review hangar. It's been a while since I've been in this one. Why am I... Oh, right. There, now I can turn around completely. I forgot that I crouched when I was turning on the recording. So, yeah. Alright, so open this up. So this is the Freelancer Dur by Misk. Sure. Some people are familiar with that, others not so much. Seat actually looks relatively comfortable. That's the Merlin over there. Right now this is not flyable, unfortunately. So, you know, we get to wait around for it to be. I wonder if I can sit here. Yep. Anyway. Unfortunately, I've got to keep this at a somewhat low resolution so I can maintain a decent frame rate. And also I have the settings up relatively high, so at least it looks nice. If a little more pixelated than I'd prefer. Boy, look at that metal finish. This is a nice little ship. Nothing's coming online because it's not really ready to be flown from the hangar yet. Eventually. I'll fly it around here a little later. By the way, if you want to hear everything in this video, wear headphones. It'll give you a deeper sense of immersion. And there they are. Nah, don't worry, I'm not going to get on the other elevator. Although I am going to watch it come up. Yep, it's approaching. Interesting. Although I wonder just how strong that support is for that, because that's awfully thin. I mean, look at that. What's holding that up, really? That strikes me as very thin, especially right through there. I don't know. That seems a little insubstantial to me. But, anyway, there's the freelancer from, you know, up and to the right. Or, it's left, I should say. But, yeah, anyway. And there's the control tower, you might say. The command and control. For the hangar. This next part's gonna be fun. Look at this. All these animated things. Unfortunately, I can't sit here. But I'm sure someone will eventually be able to. Everything in here is supposed to eventually be functional. At least I guess so. I know this works. That's I think it's a Drake Herald being like fired on or something by something. I forget what it's for. What the hell was that? Okay, that was weird. Yeah, I don't recall. Why did it do that? A strange bug. Okay, let's watch this as we back out through the door. See, there goes everything, all the displays and stuff retracting. The lights go off. It's interesting. And here they come back on. Unfortunately, this doesn't do anything. But whatever, that's okay. And here comes the elevator, or the lift, depending on where you're from. Lights are all out in there. It's late enough at night, there shouldn't be a whole lot of activity around ArcCorp. At least one can hope. Guess we'll see. apologies for the wait. It's taking a little longer than I would prefer, but you know, the game is becoming more complex as time passes. There's also a chance it might not work. Yep. Blasted thing. Come on. So I will pause this until I can actually get in. And here I thought it wouldn't be so busy. So, actually got in on a second try. Boy, things are taking their time rezzing in. Yeah, I said rezzing. Never mind. Resolving. So yeah. Anyway. Now, I've noticed that a lot of people seem to think that they need to get out there. Now, at a decent frame rate, you're not doing it. So, I'm going to intentionally screw up my frame rate by maximizing my resolution. Yeah, that looks a little weird. And doing that. Okay. So, now, my frame rate's in the toilet. Please forgive me for this, but... Damn it, wrong button. Okay. Come on. Alright, and for that... come on. This takes a really low frame rate to get through these, so... Unfortunately, that's how it has to be at the moment. Now if I could just get over here... Wait, is that opening and closing? Nope, not opening from the inside, or the outside. Okay. Come on. Okay. Let's see if this makes a difference. Nope, not giving out. Now what about this here? Okay, so the only way to get through with any level of reliability is through here. Maybe. Why am I sidestepping slightly? Get out of the way, you freaking dope. Whatever. Huh, that's weird. Alright, hold on a sec. Something's not working the way it's supposed to. Okay, that's better. Nope, that's not gonna work, so... Come on. Okay, for whatever reason the game seems to be keeping up, so... Alright, that's enough of that, I think. I'll revert to a lower resolution. Somewhat lower settings. Let's see, let's just go here. And then I'll drop this to medium. Come on. That should be a little less annoying. Yeah, but there's no way I'm getting through like that. Alright. Anyway, so now that we're done playing around like that, just welcome to ArcCorp. Gate 1, and then Gate 2, that's the exit, where we go back into the area that we were just in. And then there's the weapons dealer, Cubby Blast. Not really missing much. Yeah, I know, I don't mean to insult the game developers, but you've seen it once or twice, you've seen it enough for now. Last time I was recording, I didn't go back here. So, this time, I'll go back here. There's not really a lot to see, but there's one area that I wanted to check out. So since I can't get to the Freelancer, maybe, and I mean very unlikely, maybe I can get to the constellation that's parked not too far from where we were. Huh. That's a lot of debris around here. These people are just incapable, apparently, of cleaning up the place. So anyway, yeah. Let's see if I remember where that place is at. That's not it. This is not it. I think it's up and around over this way. Yeah, it's over this way. I think it's down this alley in the back. down here. Yep, see, there's the garbage, the big dumpster. Huh. Now we're gonna try and get down to see that thing. Wait. Whoa, okay. Okay, now it's time to screw with the frame rate again. Because apparently, you know, I'm not crazy enough. Come on. And I switch out of this again. Oh, wrong one. Now to turn that back up to high. The trick is to get the frame rate low enough so that you glitch through, hopefully without killing yourself. Apparently my frame rate's still too high. Okay, so ah, well, it was worth a shot. This is difficult to actually do, so, to say the least. Man, back off, pal. See, I've got him. Two people over here besides me, I think. Or maybe it's just one, I don't know. But alright, so let's see if this works. You know, a normal human could squeeze through there without having to do this. But yep, I'm not glitching through this. This isn't happening. So yeah, maybe if I do this. Nope, not happening. Oh well. Okay, well, anyway, so as exciting as that was, I'll get it back down to that resolution. Yeah, I know I change resolutions a lot, but, you know, whatever. So we haven't really done much looking around here, so here's the medical unit. And the door's actually open here. And there's stuff here that you will be able to buy once it's enabled in the game. These are various med kits and a defibrillator. At least I think it's a defib. Anyway. You know, medical stuff. One click. Dynapack, another PDS. Portable defibrillation system. And then some kind of I'm not sure what that is. Oxygen bottles, perhaps? Yeah, seems sensible. Then there's whatever this is. I hope somebody knows what this is. This could be a way to emergency unlock the door. Maybe it's an emergency release for the door. What is this guy doing? He's probably trying to see back there. You know, if he'd get out of the way. Nope, not getting in. Oh well. Anyway. And then there's random people doing random things. By the way, all these other people you're seeing are other players. How come he's not registering? Huh. Not a fan of the music. View into the back alley and, you know, other stuff, buildings. Okay. Well, at least the videos aren't making noise. That's a good thing. And thankfully it's not a sports bar. Ick. In the real world, I never go into bars. There's no point. It's full of people. Okay, what just happened? Okay, that was weird. Hit a lag spike there for a moment. Don't know why or how, but it happened. Anyway, this is not open yet, as you can see by that. Opening soon. Yay! Wonder how soon. $300i. And Cubby Blast has an advertisement. Established in 2750. Or since 2750. You know, only 800 oh 835 years from now, give or take a little. Or sorry, 735 years from now. Okay, so this here is Astro Armada. And that's a picture of an 890 jump. That's a simple logo. That's the cockpit too. I'm not sure. I would have to say that I don't know. So yeah. Anyway, stairs. Plant life, unusable furniture, people in way, and that's an M50 over there. People have gotten up there with it, but I don't see any point in bothering. So, I'm not gonna bother. I'm sure this guy's gonna try to get up there. Well, maybe not. I'm still not sure what this is. I looked at it last time I was here and I was just... don't know. Why is there a... Huh. That was weird. Military version landed. I'm not sure what this is the military version of. I'm drawing a blank. If anybody knows, please let me know in the comments. Because I don't know. And there's the zombie NPCs. He looks like he's missing eyes. That's not creepy. Where's the door? I don't want to go back there. There's no door. So he's just sort of stuck there. And that looks like... I don't know, maybe the Idris or something like that. That's, I think, the caterpillar. I might be confusing it for one of the others, though. Then that's the carrier. Okay. What's the carrier? Bengal? Is that it? Oh, that must be what the other one over there is by then. Guy with no eyes. Still not sure what this is. Although, now that I look at it a little more closely, I think it might be the Hornet. Yeah, well, that's probably the Hornet. Anywho, there's another picture of the 890 jump. Wouldn't mind having one, but not necessary. It'll wait till in-game. Anyway, let's get out of here. There's nothing else I want to see. In there, anyway. Let's see, down over here is Dumper's Depot. Where you can buy and sell your spare parts. Preferably for your ship. They reuse and recycle everything, and they've apparently been working on that Hornet for a long time. So if you want them to do your work, don't expect it to be on time. A Citizen's Evolution. Right. And pictures on the door. Okay. Lots of parts. And from what I've heard, what you see over here will change over time when the actual game is released, based on what's actually in the inventory. So, you know, those Aurora seeds over there might be something else at some point. Say something out of an 890. And this is a little hard to read. Actually, it's not readable at all, except for the word inventory and Dumper's Depot at the top. So, that's to represent what they have in stock. And another guy without eyes, which is just a little creepy. Actually, he might have eyes. I don't know. Does he look like he has eyes to you guys? He might. There might be hints of them, but it's hard to tell. I want to see. Alright. It's not going to let me in there, is it? Okay. Ooh, wait a minute. Wait, that's like... No, I'm stuck back here, aren't I? Oh, well, not too bad. Okay. This looks like it should be a platform that, you know, lowers down and lets you walk back there. Say you want to go over and check out that hornet they've been working on forever. Look, it has a big hole. You can tell by the brightly lit area underneath the center of the ship. Yep, they're never gonna fix it. It's just gonna be there getting worked on forever. They pride themselves on their timely work. If you have, you know, an eternity to wait for it. Anyway. Oh, and there's the arm. The arm that goes over and reaches out and picks stuff up. I'm guessing it's on some kind of mechanism that lets it, yeah, say a railing system that lets it move around. I want to see it in action. You know, lets it go over, pick stuff up. Hopefully you don't have to remote drive it, because there are some people that are just going to empty the shelves onto the floor. It will happen. Manager's entrance or something. Resident Space Cadet. Well, I've apparently found my way behind the dumpster. Probably had to pee or something, I don't know. Anyway. See, the buildings actually need more detail. They need rooms, they need restrooms, they need opening and closing doors inside the building, they need, you know, like the ships, they have toilets. Why doesn't the bar have a restroom? Or two, you know. So, whatever. So now we're just sort of headed off in some random direction, because why not? I think we're headed toward crashing. It's annoying. What? I don't know what just happened, but for whatever reason my game decided to switch out briefly. But it didn't crash at least. Although I'm getting kind of weird frame rate, but yeah, it's a little slow around here. I wonder what could be causing it. I just can't guess. Any clues, guys? Hmm? Any clues at all? What might be slowing this down? Could we perhaps be missing something that's in plain sight here? You know, something that might be animated and causing a frame rate slowdown because its gears aren't meshing properly. Anyway. So remember that gun store I was talking about a little bit ago? Here it is again. And I guess, you know, since you guys convinced me, I'll go on in and take a look around. Look, they're still using neon signs in 2932, or as of the time this was established, according to game canon. And apparently everything is owned by ArcCorp, because everything has ArcCorp's logo on it, except for that RSI sign there, and maybe a few items in here. But even the beams and pillars are owned by ArcCorp. Makes you feel safe, doesn't it? Makes you just want to love this planet to death. Okay, that's one of two things. It's either an ammo belt or treads off of a vehicle of some kind. I want to think the latter, but it's probably an ammo belt. So, these, like the hospital, will be purchasable. The DS-12 Force Propulsion Grenade, which is basically a concussion grenade in our current parlance, is, you know, intended to push things away. Intended to displace opponents in lower zero gravity. In other words, get out of here. There's another set. These are EMP grenades, which, you know, deliver an electromagnetic pulse, which will disrupt unshielded electronics for a short time. I'm quoting from the thing down there. Making it an invaluable addition to the loadout of military and law enforcement operators. Don't they mean officers? Or something? Or are they talking about the operator of the grenade? How do you operate a grenade? Oh look, flick the pin off, throw it, hope you hit your target. That's not really operating it as much as making sure you don't inflict it upon yourself. And then there's your typical frag grenade, which, you know, damages people by exploding and delivering shrapnel to an area. Anyway, yeah. Oh, lag spike. I really want to turn off that motion blur thing. It's really annoying. So, these are your normal, everyday, standard energy and ballistic rifles and pistols. You know, some of which are intended for heavier damage. This is essentially a grenade gun. So, you know, grenade rifle, I think it is. Yeah. But, yeah. And then there's the double time hologram, where everybody gets to take a double take, basically, because they're not sure if it's real or Memorex. Now, I'll read from this quote down here. The double time system from Joker Engineering projects a holographic reproduction of the user in an effort to confuse and distract hostile forces and allow the operator to change the dynamic of the battle. In other words, this distracts the enemy so you can get behind them and take their head off. Or whatever happens to be convenient at the time. And then there's the CDS Quickcade defense gadget. Initially designed for high-risk raids for the advocacy, CDS has finally released their QDB tech to the public. This Quick Deployment Barricade, or Quickcade, is a mobile system capable of projecting a localized protection field capable of temporarily shielding two operators from incoming fire. They should have had somebody edit that. That's horrible. And then there's the 10mm ammo, which looks, oddly enough, bigger than 10mm. Traditional gunpowder-based ammunition that fires slugs from a shell detonated by a firing pin. The slug trails down a barrel to help guide its trajectory. Do they really have to explain it after all this time? How many centuries have bullets been in use by now? Come on, people. Then, 5.56mm Gauss AP, armor penetrating, or armor piercing. The size of a traditional 5.56 millimeter by 45 millimeter, but built for Gauss mechanics, provides very high accuracy and extremely fast projectile speeds. The 5.56 millimeter slug is made out of a dense tungsten and lightweight carbon mixture to allow maximum penetration in this armor penetration form. Okay, with AP you don't care if it's lightweight, you want it to be dense. You don't care if the carbon is lightweight, except maybe in a clip or something. And then there's your standard fillet knife. No, I'm kidding. Has no, info, but they're there. So just pick them up and stab somebody. Make sure they're not friendly first. If they're not friendly, take their head off, as they say. And then there's the Van Duel targeting. Target practice. I can't remember what it's called. Silhouette. So, yes. If you see a Van Duel, shoot it in the head. It's not using it anyway. So, that was that bit of interesting stuff. Okay, so apparently, in this universe, gasoline still exists. Because that does not explain, or that is the only thing that does explain why these look the way they do. That's a hose. That's a valve. Controlled by a trigger. I guess they never heard of Tesla. Anyway. So, off into the back... Wait, what? Oh, I know where I'm heading. Okay. Off up onto the bridge. One of the bridges. Catwalks. Whatever. Oh, hello. Low-flying Gladius, I think that was. Yep, that's a Gladius. Really low-flying. It's like, hi, I want to buzz your light poles. It was just above them. Won't necessarily take your head off. Today. But generally the ships come in from over there and, just sort of fly over or under, as that one just did. Oh, must be that Gladius. Hard to tell from this distance. Look, another person. And speaking of Gladius, there it is. By the way, if you have the money, that's a nice ship. It flies really well. Wow, they're just everywhere, aren't they? I want to ride. Hey, come back here. I want to use you as a surfboard. Anyway. So yeah. So as much fun as that is. By the way, I'm just walking this way to walk this way. Because there's nothing over here that we can actually get to at the moment. It's just a doorway to nowhere, because it won't open. So, and that's the same thing over there. Can't do anything. Oh, and then there's that horrifying freaking animation. There's the 300i. Of trans-atmospheric craft flying around. I find it really funny that they have a gas pump there for the gray cats, which actually implies that you can drive around here. I sense a future with a lot of people getting run over by gray cats. Run over, run into, etc., etc. I wonder if this is usable. I doubt it. Nope. What a shock. Hello? Well, look at that. 300i way up there. there's that thing. I call it the gear ball because accurate description, I guess. Then there's coiled cables, and I'm not sure what these are. They kind of make me think of maybe energy cells of some kind. You know, something. Did you guys ever see one of those Redux movies where they got the things that they yank out of the energy cells they yank out of the wall, and they basically look a lot like that? That's what that makes me think of. Oh, except there's glow, because wasting energy is good, apparently, for movie purposes. So, anyway. Yes, the joys of games. Let's see, I already took you guys into there, and to various other places around here, so I guess it's time to go back to the hangar and, you know, do our thing here. I wonder if he'll make it. I doubt it. Yep, he's doing the same thing I was trying to do. And failing. Anyway. I'm no longer feeling social. So once I get in here, I'm gonna pause the video, and then once we get back to the hangar, I'll bring us back. And now we're back in the hangar. It should look somewhat familiar. And it should be a little easier on the frame rate. We just came in from there, so yeah. Anyway, so as you can see, there's not much has changed here, although apparently the Freelancer's back door closed itself because it doesn't keep its state between logins, which, or, you know, when you exit and come back, basically, it doesn't keep its state. That I think may change at some point, but I'm not sure if they will account for that. It's probably a good thing that things don't keep their state sometimes, because, you know, sometimes you land in a weird place and at a weird angle and you can't get your ship out of where you landed it because bad piloting. Not speaking from experience here, or anything. You know, just, you know, hypothesizing. That's what it is, yes. Anyway. One of these days, we're gonna take this ship or another one and fly out through those doors, or another set of doors. Just depends on what hangar and what ship I'm flying. Yeah, but anyway, it's a nice hangar. I mean, you know, I'm not in it enough. It's been quite a while since I've been in this one. The main reason I don't use it much is because it's so dark. You know, there's not much lighting. It's very... In some ways I kind of like the dark, you know. It's understated. It allows you to look around and not have your eyes feel like they're melting out of your skull. But other than that, you know, it's fine.
At the moment. Try again in a little bit.
Ignore that. That's Cortana being stupid. Speaking of that, I really should disable that damn thing. But, so, let's see here. I could either go ahead and call it good for now, or I can jump into Arena Commander briefly, just fly around in the Merlin. Although I'm sure you guys have probably seen enough of that. So I think actually we've had a little fun. We've wandered around a bit. We've poked fun at things, and especially giant gear balls. And had a very lightweight critique of this hangar. Anywho, that being said, I hope you guys have enjoyed the tour. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know. If you like the video, please, you know, click on the thumbs up button. Subscribe if you want, and have fun. See you in the verse. Have a good night. Or day, you know, whatever.